Hi! In this video, I share the most important lesson I learned after failing at 3 business ideas and finally finding the one that truly fits me. You see, I've had 5 business ideas, 5 businesses. The first 3, well, they flopped. The fourth, it was a coffee roastery and, well, it was a success that helped me buy my apartment. But the fifth, that was a bullseye. And today, I will tell you exactly what made the difference. Because you see, after years of doubting myself and trying to be like everybody else, I finally built a business that uses my true voice, my strengths, and my heart. And now I help women do the same. And if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Joanna Harmony. Over the past 3 years, I've helped countless women reconnect with their gifts, discover their true business calling, and finally step into their full potential with joy, clarity, and confidence. So, what did I learn from failing the 3 businesses and succeeding in the next 2? Here is what made the whole difference: the perspective. And let me explain what I exactly mean. Because you see, when we start a business, we usually all begin from the same place. And I call it them perspective. And we ask basically the same questions. And they are: first one is, what is a good idea for a business? The second one is, what are people buying? What are the trends? What's trending? And the third one is, what are other people's successes? Yes, what worked for others? And don't get me wrong, those are very important questions, but not the right place to start from. Because you see, there's the problem. They are all focused on other people. And what I would suggest you is to start from a different perspective. Because you see, if you want to build a business that's truly fulfilling and sustainable, you need to flip the perspective. You need to start with you. What I call is me perspective. Instead of chasing trends or trying to meet others' expectations, ask yourself 3 simple but powerful questions, and all starting with what? First of all, what I am really good at. The second, what do I naturally offer to others? And the third one is, what truly drives me. And let me show you the difference between those 2 approaches. Because you see, in them perspective, when you start from them, you focus on others' needs and desires, and you need to meet others people's expectations. You try to fit in, and you have to push yourself to do things that don't light you up. It's just because that's what should be done. And what is the result? You lose motivation. You don't feel the purpose behind what you do. And the last one is that instead of feeling energized, happy that you have your own business, you feel tired, trapped, overwhelmed. And you need to push yourself to do all the things that your business requires to grow. And let's look on the other perspective, the me perspective. When you start from yourself, your strengths, your passions, your natural energy, everything shifts. Because suddenly you're not pushing yourself, you're pulled forward by inspiration. And of course, you still need to work and take action. Well, it's a business after all, yes? But you want to do all that stuff. And what is the result? You feel aligned. You feel motivated. And you feel fulfilled. And let's be honest, as women, we already have enough pressure in our lives. Yes, we have children, home, all the stuff. And why create more pressure in our businesses? We need freedom and not more shoulds. And that's why this shift in perspective is everything. That's why it is such a huge game changer. All right. So now you might be asking, okay, Joanna, how do I actually answer those 3 questions? What I'm good at, what I can offer, what drives me? And that's a great question, and I'm so glad you asked it. And the answer is simple: your strengths. And yes, I hear you again. Okay, if this whole me perspective and strengths, if it is so brilliant, why doesn't everybody do it this way? And thank you, that's another great question, and I love how curious you are today. Well, here's the thing. Strengths work in a quite funny way. We've had them for our whole lives, so they feel quite normal, so normal that we can't even see them. And you see, I hear this all the time from my clients. Joanna, wait, what? I thought that everybody sees that, does that, works this way. No, they don't. Next one is, well, I assumed that it was obvious for everyone. No, it is not. And my favorite one, so do you mean that the thing I have, it is something special? And my answer is, yes, it is. It is not obvious and it is not common. The Gallup Institute, through their assessment called CliftonStrenghts, has identified 34 natural talents that show how we think, how we feel, and how we behave at our best. And when you take the test, you will discover your personal top 5 strengths, a unique combination that reflects your greatest natural strengths. And they are your personal gifts. The way you see the world, the way you solve problems, the way you connect, build, lead, and create. Let me give you a metaphor. Imagine you've worn blurry glasses your whole life, and one day someone gives you a pair that matches your vision perfectly, and suddenly everything becomes clear. That's what discovering your strengths feel like. And what about your future clients? They need that clarity. The clarity you offer using your clients. They need your perspective because you see things differently than they do. Maybe you are a natural connector, a deep thinker, or someone who brings calm and order to chaos. Whatever it is, that's your gift. And building your business around that gift is not only powerful, but also joyful. So let's recap. If you want to build a business that fulfills and actually lasts, start from you. Start from your strengths, because when you do it, you don't have to push yourself. And this is something which we really don't want to do in our businesses. And when you start from your strengths, you find the direction. And this is how you grow with clarity, purpose, and harmony. So make sure to watch my next video where I share a smart way to start a business that truly fits you. One that gives you meaning, joy, freedom, and is sustainable. And if you want to go deeper, download my free video guide where I show you how to find your business idea based on your strengths. Just write me a comment below, guide, and I will send you the link. Thank you for watching this video and see you in my next materials.